The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that,
he's got it down the left. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way.
well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Nixon. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burke. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Back open in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Raider. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gonna run it. It's Nixon. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Since Scott Frost led UCF to that perfect season in 2017, it's been a circuitous path. Not necessarily happy, but he's trying to bring back the magic to UCF.
Yeah, bring back the magic, the excitement. Just there's always so much talent. Jesse, we've called game there for years. Like, so much talent and speed in the state of Florida. And on that roster, it's just about putting it together.
I mean, they were hitting New Year's 6 bowl games, it seemed like, year after year when Scott Frost was there last time at the helm. So it's about finding the diamonds in the rough inside the state of Florida and developing that, but they're going to do well in the portal. Now they're in the Big 12. Scott Frost back at UCF. What do you think about that?
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Knights will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Morton. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put wide, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Back to pass, it's Morton. Got it behind the line, it's Joyner. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carter. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
Well, that looked like he was...
He's got it on the back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his target down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Burke. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Burke. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got it in the middle. It's Burke. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The run from the shotgun. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Morton. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. That's caught. It's Virgil. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. From the gun, the ground game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Pocket breaking down. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to him again. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that was a big play. They say games come down to just a handful of plays, and with a chance to tie the game here in the fourth quarter, they missed the opportunity, clanking that one off the post.
Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. Wide open spaces. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll set up to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team